Hello, welcome to Mindfulness on Saturday. My name's Sandy Hector, and the focus of today's session is observing, describing, and categorizing thoughts. So, thoughts often pull your attention away from the present moment experience, but by describing thoughts and labeling them, it can make it easier not to get carried away with them. We often have thoughts about the same thing, and sorting our thoughts out into categories can be quite helpful, especially if you have lots of thoughts popping in. So let's get started. You can sit in a chair, lie down on a bed, or sit comfortably on the floor. You can either close your eyes if you feel like it, or you can just half close your eyes and focus on a spot on the wall or the ceiling. So take a moment to notice your body and give yourself permission to be right here, right now. Start to soften the skin on the face. Soften all around the eyes and the eyelids. Soften the lips and the cheeks. And soften all the muscles around the jaw. Move your awareness to the back of your neck. And notice all the little muscles at the back of your neck that hold your head up. Softening all those muscles and fibers. Slowly moving down between your shoulder blades. Allow your shoulder blades to soften. And now let your awareness travel into your chest and across your chest, to your shoulders, down your arms. Notice your upper arms, elbows, your forearms, wrists, hands, and fingers. Allow the whole of your arms to soften and let your fingers curl naturally. Be aware of both arms softening. Coming back to your chest and inviting all the muscles around the heart area to soften. Allow your awareness to travel down into your belly, softening and letting go of any tensions there. Traveling down into the pelvis, allowing this area to soften. Continuing down the upper legs, the thighs, to your knees, down to your shins, ankles, and all the way down to the soles of your feet and your toes. And allow your legs to soften. Softening throughout the body. And allow the body to feel quite heavy. Just letting go of the body completely. being aware of being in the present, allowing what is here to be here. And as you do so, cultivating a gentle curiosity about the quality of attention. It's only natural that your mind will wander off and tell you stories. Maybe about what happened yesterday or the day before. Or maybe wondering what will be happening tomorrow or the next day. And this is perfectly natural. The practice of mindfulness is simply about noticing as your mind wanders away. Noticing that that has happened. Noticing with curiosity. And as we notice the mind has wandered away into thinking a thought, as this happens, we could imagine thoughts traveling along a conveyor belt. And as the thought comes along, we can give it a specific label, describing that thought as a self-critical thought, maybe. We could name the thought self-critic and put this thought into a box for thoughts about myself. You could have a box for thoughts about others, maybe a box for sensations in your body, a box for thoughts about urges, maybe an urge to stop describing thoughts. And when your mind wanders off into a stream of thought, with kindness, describe the thought, label it, and instead of getting involved in that thought, pop it into the appropriate box and give yourself permission to come back to the breath. So feel and experience the inhalation and feel and experience the exhalation. Noticing each breath. Noticing where the breath feels most easeful, and maybe noticing areas of the body that are resisting the breath, without changing your breath at all, simply noticing it. If the mind wanders away to thoughts, notice that has happened. Describe the thought. Pop it into the appropriate box and gently return to the breath. Noticing the breath. Notice the inhalation has an expansive quality, and the exhalation has a more grounding quality. Allow your attention to focus on the wave of the breath through the body. The body taking care of itself, breathing spontaneously. Simply watch the spontaneous breath. And as your mind wanders away, notice that. And give the thought a label. Pop it into the appropriate box. And allow yourself to come back to your breath. being present with the breath. Allowing thoughts to come in and give them a label, put them into the appropriate box, and return to the breath. Just noticing the breath. And as the mind wanders away, notice that's happened. Give the thought a label. Pop it into the box. And allow yourself to come back to the breath. Just allowing the body to breathe spontaneously. Noticing the body breathing. No need to do anything, just notice. And notice when the mind wanders away. Give the thought a label. Pop it into the appropriate box. And then come back to the breath. As the body breathes in, there's an expansion. And as the body breathes out, there is a grounding quality. Just noticing the breath. Noticing when the mind wanders away. Give that thought a label. Describe it. Pop it into the appropriate box. And then come back to the breath. And wherever the mind is right now, taking a few more conscious breaths, giving yourself a big smile inside. Focus on a feeling of kindness towards whatever is unfolding right now as you breathe. And coming towards the end of the practice now, when you're ready, if you've had your eyes closed, gently start to open them, letting your attention move out to the outside world, taking in all that you can see around you, and noticing sounds and sensations. Beginning to gently move your body and re-engage with the world around you. Taking a nice deep breath in stretching any parts of your body that needs to stretch. And in the minutes, the hours, and the days that follow, see that if you can bring a fresh sense of curiosity, openness, and kindness to all that you encounter.